What if everything you thought you knew about the Big Bang Theory was wrong? The truth behind the characters, the jokes, and the science will completely shock you. Prepare to see the show in a way you never have before. We all know the Big Bang Theory as the quirky sitcom about socially awkward geniuses, right? But what if there's more to it than just the jokes? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and reveal what the show is really trying to say. Trust me, this is not what you expect. We're talking about hidden life lessons, subtle social commentary, and yes, even darker themes. So stick around as we look at the show through a new lens and maybe, just maybe, challenge everything you thought was true about it. First, let's talk about what the Big Bang Theory really says about being smart. These characters, Sheldon, Leonard, Raj, Howard, they're brilliant, right? But have you ever noticed how often their intelligence doesn't make them happy? Sheldon's lack of emotional depth, Leonard's constant self-doubt, Howard's imposter syndrome. What if the show is actually showing us that genius might come with a huge price? It's almost like the show is telling us being smart might not be the key to happiness. You can have all the answers and still feel alone. And that's a pretty dark message hidden in the laughs. Next, let's talk about the relationships on the show. Think Penny and Leonard's on-again, off-again drama, or Sheldon and Amy's quirky romance. Sure, they're funny to watch, but there's a deeper truth here. What if the show is actually showing us how complicated real relationships are, especially when you're trying to connect with someone who's not like you? The show constantly challenges the idea that love and relationships are easy. Instead, it says, whether it's romantic love or friendship, understanding others is hard work, and it often feels like the biggest barrier isn't intelligence, but emotional vulnerability. Here's the real kicker. The Big Bang Theory isn't just about nerds, it's about society's rejection of them. Look closely. How often do these characters face judgment or mockery for being different? Penny, for instance, isn't the smartest one in the room, and she constantly has to prove her worth in other ways. But in a world obsessed with appearances and social norms, the geniuses are the ones who are often left out or misunderstood. The show highlights how society often favors the mainstream, while the real innovators, the ones who could change the world, are the ones who get overlooked. So is it really about nerds getting their moment, or is it a commentary on how society handles the unconventional? So here's the big question. Did the Big Bang Theory create an entire universe of laughs, but leave us with an uncomfortable truth? Sure, it's a show about awkward, brilliant minds, but underneath the humor, there's a message that challenges what we value in society: intelligence, relationships, and what it really means to be happy. So, the next time you watch an episode, remember this. Maybe it's not just a sitcom. Maybe it's a mirror reflecting our own struggles. Maybe the truth behind the laughs is something far more powerful than we ever realized. If you've ever watched The Big Bang Theory and thought, there's more to this than meets the eye, you're not alone. So what's your take on the show's hidden truths? Do you think it's really about genius, or is it a commentary on something much deeper? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a conversation going. Oh, and don't forget, next time you watch, keep an eye out for the little details. You never know what the show might be trying to say.